Nice.
Oh god.
Hello, ladies and
boy.
gentlemen. Welcome to Dreamer's Crest, episode 2, or like the second half of the first episode. Regardless, this is where we get to do more business. That isn't just we introduce everybody and have someone catch someone like a fish. Uh, this is this is actually we have in the last episode we all met each other and we all hung out and then we discovered that oh shit this whole town is gonna be like deserted soon and like you can't get a citizenship in a town that doesn't exist and that was the prize on the flyer. So now everybody has agreed unanimously to all go to the dangerous mountain where all the shit is to go and find some dumbass kid who got himself stuck.
Yep. Yep.
Anybody else want to add anything?
We're one party member short
Yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah,
the dumbass dwarf went after the dumbass kid.
Yep. Dumbass dwarf just decided to Petra just ran.
And then everyone is going to face the consequences of Petra's actions.
Yeet.
Boy howdy.
That's what D&D parties are all about. Just
It is.
the fallout of each other.
Alright, so let's get started. You guys have just started you started walking towards this large sort of mossy ancient opening which has been carved out of stone, and there's a lot of good ambiance, and you're walking and we're ready to go in now, and then Petra runs the fucking says, I'm diving deep, and just she's gone now. You don't see her anymore.
Yep.
Oh, god.
There she goes. Goodbye.
I'm not sure that's safe.
Hold on, I'm just imagining the whole squad at the entrance just staying quiet for 5 minutes before Grab saying, well, she's dead.
Rest in peace, Petra. We barely knew her.
In the 5 minutes that everyone is just waiting and listening, you hear Petra's footsteps echoing as she runs in there, and then they eventually fade out, and you just hear various echoes and water drips, and then after a couple minutes, you're just you don't hear anything anymore, and you're
Mike's gonna start walking in.
Yeah,
the
Star's gonna gesture and walk in after.
The child cups their hands around their mouth and makes a noise like a squeaky duck.
Oh.
the
my
cave
God.
squeaks back.
Exactly. They brighten up and then they make a noise like a springy spring.
Let's get a quick perception
The cave
while March
repeats
is
the
walking
noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's how echoes work.
in. That was a 10 perception.
Oof.
The child will continue into the cave and all the way through just start making various different noises for the cave to echo back at them.
Alright, you guys all
Good.
you walk into the first level of this cave. Petra is gone. She's gone now. And you guys are all walking in. I'm gonna say that whoever rolled perception, 10 is enough to get this. It's
Oh, cool.
you walk into what is a large circular room, and there's 2 exits. There's one that you just came through, and then there's another one that leads down a somewhat old and sinister looking stairwell. It only looks sinister because there's spider webs and water and goo in it and shit, just the normal cave stuff. And then the ground is covered with stalagmites, although the ceiling is kind of bare of stalactites, which is a little weird.
By the way, Nora rolled a 21 in perception.
Oh, all right. So, with that, you notice that, you find some footprints.
Are they Petra's?
No, actually, they look too small to be Petra's. Petra's got a big, wide, womanly foot, and These are actually these are smaller footprints, and they have a lot of weight on the pad of the foot, like the ball of the foot, instead of the heel. So it's like someone with a light step has come through here. So it's probably someone young, just judging by the size. And with your 20 perception, like you also see some kind of weird wiry footprints. Like it's in the shape of a human foot, but kind of like spread out like a bird's foot. Like it's an outline type deal.
Ooh.
I think like Nor notices this and it's just like, well, I don't know where Petra is, but I think we may have found a clue as to what was his name again? Noctis?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm very glad you said that because Star rolled a 5, so I think he's like intent on just like finding Petra and reuniting the party right now.
Everyone, you can roll an investigation check if you desire.
Well, I have rolled perception, but I'm pretty sure.
Because, like,
Ah,
this
yes,
is level 1 of the
investigation.
mountain. It's been mostly looted. There's no traps in here.
The child is not investigating anything. They're too busy making bike horn noises.
Alright, to the person who
I'm not
makes-
gonna make an investigation either, considering Star rolled a 5 in perception. I
Yeah.
don't think he cares.
Yeah. To the person who found the weird footprint in the shape of, like, a human foot, but it looks like a bird foot, kind of. Can you roll an intelligence check?
Who? All of
That'd be
them?
Vamp. No, that'd be Vamp.
Yeah,
That'd be
Vamp.
Nor, I think.
Intelligence check? Okay, just straight intelligence.
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
Oh no.
5.
Oh god, we don't got a himbo on our hands.
Alright,
He's
you've never seen this type of
intelligent.
footprint before. You don't know what it is, and frankly, it frightens you a little.
You know what?
But,
Actually, this does make sense because Nor is not now that they're actually going into the cave and getting deeper, and like the entrance is like becoming smaller behind them. Nor does not like.
Alright, so, Nor, if you'll look at the footprints, the smaller footprints that look like, just like shoe prints, they're leading down into the staircase, and, the weird, bird, human foot-shaped footprints, that, don't look like shoe prints, those are leading directly into a wall, actually.
Huh. Now we don't have time to unpack all that. After the staircase, everyone.
Yep. Star is definitely headed towards the stairs because Petra's not on this level. He doesn't think.
Well, if Petra was, you would hear the clanking of her freaking full plate armor somewhere.
Alright,
Well,
and,
the child knocks at the wall.
the wall makes a hollow sound.
Oh.
Can I say
They knock
March has
someone-
noticed?
Okay, like expectantly at the rest of the group.
Can I say March has noticed what the child is doing?
Yeah, because March has been keeping an eye on the child the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I
oh,
think he's gonna-
nobody's gonna parent this? Okay.
I think he's gonna walk over and give a knock to the wall as well.
It makes that same, sort of echoey, like, there's empty space behind this wall.
Cool. Can March punch the wall?
Yes?
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
have to, but you can.
Well,
Oh
if
my
it's
God.
making a hollow sound,
Open sesame.
there's probably something on the other side.
Yeah, just, alright, roll straight. This is
Just
a,
straight.
yeah,
just a
this
straight.
is a rock wall.
All right. I don't think this is gonna go well. Just
Please
saying
roll.
now. Oh, never mind. It was a 22.
Oh my god.
You wind up your fleshy goo arm, and you
It's not fleshy.
yeah, you make a gesture with the other arm. Basically, like, I'm saying that you tell the kid to get out of the way. Like, do you do that?
Yeah, he like uses one arm to just like gently nudge the kid back while he's winding up the other arm, and he's just gonna bring it down with a wham
You
against the
Nice.
wall.
you punch a hole through the wall, and torchlight comes out like through the hole there's torchlight.
Marches.
And that's when you notice that like there are like seams now because you've kind of punched the door off of its like setting. So like there's light coming in from the seams around the door, and there's a hole in this rock door.
You look at Graham and they look back like, what the fuck?
Hey, Graham. Hey, Graham. Wanna roll strength real quick?
No.
we found something.
Hey, Graham, roll a strength.
No.
The child has put their arms in the air victoriously.
Roll a
Bev, Bev, you're exposing me in front of everyone.
I know what's
when
happening.
March like punched through the fucking wall, and I assume caused like the walls to shake a bit, and Nor
No.
actually fucking like jumped and like kind of like fell into Graham.
I was thinking the Scooby-Doo jump.
You fall on the ground and you bruise your butt and it hurts. It's a rough floor, Nor.
Give a guy some warning next time.
Anyways, March is gonna look through the hole to see if there's anything that now that there seems, unless the door wall thing just.
You look through there. The door is still holding together, and like
Is there a
standing.
latch on the other side that he can see?
There. You're looking through and you're looking through with your head, and you look down and you see a doorknob.
Cool. He's just gonna reach down and turn the doorknob.
You turn the doorknob and the door opens inward. It's a push door.
He pushes it open.
Not a
I am so pleased that I rolled well in that check.
After you turn the doorknob, you push the door inward, and the bolt that keeps the door like shut slides back, and you walk like in after the door is open, and none of you passed at the investigation check, but there was a rock you could step on.
I rolled investigation, but I just decided I wanted to punch a wall.
I'm just like, all right.
Oh my
So you broke this door. You've broken it.
Yep.
And you're
Hey, if
walking
it works,
in,
it
and
works.
if you're wondering what it is, there's a hallway. There's like a poster with like one of those There's like one of those things on the wall that like you put punch cards into to check your timetables. There's a poster on the wall that says "Hang in there," and it's a skeleton, but like the skeleton is hanging from a pick in a wall.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
There's also like a little like there's a divot like on the side, and it leads into what it looks like a little coat room, and that's all that's in there is like there's just
Oh my God,
coats
Owl,
and
is
stuff.
this like a little? Is this a little off? Is this like a little like break space area for minors or something?
And
Pretty
then
sure, yes.
like if you continue looking down, it leads you to a large spiral staircase made out of stone. It's actually very
Marcus-
well lit in here. Like there are nice torches in here.
Yeah. March, upon seeing the staircase, is gonna look back at the others and say, "There's another staircase over here." Hello.
Mhm.
There's
Child
another
has already
staircase.
run down the staircase.
Oh. I guess we're going. I
Graham is
guess.
just following. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there
I
you
guess.
go.
I guess we're going this way then, and March is gonna follow after the child.
Petra's just dead.
I
Done.
just
All right, so
you
now
put Star in a position of indecision. They don't know whether to follow the rest of the party or Petra right now.
flip a coin, man.
All right. Oh, which decision is which?
One you
okay.
follow, two you don't.
Follow who?
1, you follow
Uh.
Petra. 2, you go down the staircase.
Alright. Alright, they're going after Petra.
All right, so you take a look between the two, and you look a little torn, but then you kind of squint and you shake your head, and then you run down the original staircase, the one that Petra went down, because you need to find Petra. Those two at least have each other, and March is built like an enormous.
He just punched through a
Yeah,
stone wall.
He's huge, so you assume
He'll be fine.
Like he's Jello if Jello had something against you.
Are we really starting the party again?
All right, so we've got March and the child have gone through the secret door. Star has gone through the unsecret door. What about the other two? Grem and Noir?
Honestly,
Yes.
considering Graham's personality, I think they're gonna follow March and the child.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry,
I'm
Petra.
actually gonna do something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Like Nor goes to go follow like March and the child, because hey, March just punched through a wall. That's the most well lit path. Surely Petra and Star will be fine. Star, who's like a midget, surely they'll both be fine. Oh, God fucking damn it! And he just like rubs a hand over his face before going down the staircase.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm hold on. Looking at the thing.
It is the second Dreamer's Crest session, and we have already split the party.
Hey,
We
they're
sure
beginners. They don't know this very simple, very basic rule yet.
This is true. They don't know that. March definitely doesn't know this.
I feel like Star should, but I think that's maybe why he's trying so hard to find Petra.
Petra
Just-
also should. However, she was going on the assumption people would just go the direction they went. She
just
had
1
no
second.
idea there were secret doors.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We're back up again. So, hold on. What was I thinking? All right. So we have Nor, Petra, and Star on one team, and we've got Grem, the child, and March on the other. And we're gonna flash over to Petra right now. Petra, can you please make a perception check real quick?
Okay. Does the fact I have dark vision help at all?
No, please make a perception check.
Oh boy, here we go. What's your perception? It is that. Boop. Oh no. That's a 6.
All right. So, you don't see this. So, I'm gonna say, can you roll me a Constitution check?
Oh great, okay. This is fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna say with a roll like that, an enormous drop of something sparkling and kind of gooey and gross drips from the ceiling as you run in. Your leg is outstretched in front of you, and it lands with a splat on your leg and then slowly starts expanding before it stops and you conk to the ground. It's heavy, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just imagining just like the loud crunch of her armor hitting the stone.
Yeah, and you end up on your back, and your leg is still frozen, stretched out in front of you, and you're looking up at the ceiling, and this is when you see the thing that you didn't notice before. There are stalactites in this particular room, and now there is a single drip forming on the end of it right above you.
That's not good. Okay. Oh no. Petra, what spells do you have? But I'm prepared. Can she just try to lift the thing that's off her legs off? Can she just try to get out of the way or something?
You can try, but like the thing that is on your leg is now like encrusting your leg. You know, like how, if you've made rock candy before and you put the string in there, your leg is the string.
Okay, yeah, Petra's panicking a bit. Yeah, she's just.
So yeah, you can try to get out of the way. You can roll. All you have to do is just try to, like, now you know where the drop is gonna hit. You assume it's the same spot as where your leg previously was. So you want to move.
Yeah. Yeah. Petra's gonna try to move. I think she's gonna like take her hammer and try to smack the stone that's on her leg now, because that's not good.
All
She
right.
needs to
So
get out.
roll a dex save to see if you can get out of the way of this next drop.
Okay. Dex save. Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
That'll
it's a
do
nat
it.
20!
You kind of just you grab your leg close to your chest and then you roll in the opposite direction, and the drop just like misses your back and splashes behind you, but like it doesn't touch you, so it just splashes like water, and then it slinks into the cracks along the ground and under you. And you sit up and then you scooch a little further away, and you notice that most of the stalactites have been filed down and gotten rid of, but this particular one has been left in the main like hallway of the room. And you get an idea that this was meant to stay here as like a trap or a deterrent to, like, you know, judging by the amount of like frozen vacuum salesmen solicitors, discouraged solicitors.
Girl Scouts?
No, there's no Girl
Gosh.
Scouts. The Girl Scouts get warned.
My God.
Good golly. So, like, is there, like, other stalagmites in the room? Or is it just this one in this particular room?
It's just this one. They're stalagmites, and the G means that they're on the ground. But there's only one
Okay.
stalactite. The rest, which means it's on the ceiling, the rest of the stalactites have been filed down. You notice in the first room there were stalagmites on the ground, but there weren't any stalactites, which means that in the first room there wasn't anything on the ceiling you had to watch out for.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, cool.
you're out of the line of fire now, and you sit for a minute and catch your breath, and then you try to whack your leg against the floor, but it doesn't do anything. So you pull out like a little like chisel, and you go tink tink tink, because you know if you use a real hammer and then you use too much force, you will crush your leg.
Does she know that?
Roll
Oh, I look
medicine,
at
I
you.
guess.
Seriously. I don't know.
I
Roll
mean,
medicine.
I mean,
Common sense.
she's a dwarf. I feel
She's
like
a miner. She's a miner.
Yeah, but this is like freaking magic rock that grows on your leg. No!
All right, she
Feel like
doesn't know, so
Petra
she
would
pulls
also
out her
know
hammer
that,
and
but-
winds back.
It is time to
Oh,
break
no.
my leg.
And can you roll strength?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
All right.
13.
I'm gonna say that works. You smash down the hammer, and because you didn't do it too strong, it just cracks through the first outer layer, sort of like when you bite through a Tootsie Roll Pop,
Yeah.
and it reels a little bit of your leg, but like not enough of it. And you get the idea that you would need someone who's either really focused on and detail oriented and like has done this before to get your leg out of this, or you would have to have like a really good dexterity.
Wow.
And with that, Star comes running down the stairs into the room.
Not running,
Or,
just fast walking.
all right, then speed walking into the room, just like doing that thing where you have your arms close to your body, like. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Making their
think-
way
I
downtown,
think
walking fast.
As soon as like Petra notices that Star's in the room, Petra like frantically is like waving her arms like, wait, avoid the thing, and like pointing at it with her hammer.
And Nor, I'm gonna say, like, comes in a little bit afterwards.
I just
What-
want to say that Star has pulled out a torch.
Nice.
Yeah, that makes it easier to see in here. So now you can see the giant fuck off stalactite in the middle of the room.
Is Petra still under it?
No, she has rolled to the side, so now she's slightly around the side of it. The main path through the room that like has most of the stalagmites, the things on the floor cleared, is the one that goes under the stalactite. Again, to, you know, discourage male like men and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey Petra,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
And I mean mailmen as in the people who bring you packages and shit. Just like they
Gonna be honest, I could be better, and just like looking down at her leg, which is it like still partially covered in those stone bits?
Yeah, it
Like, is
is.
that
Like,
my
most of your
understanding?
leg is still, like, covered in this. I'm gonna say, like, your thigh is free, but, like, your lower leg isn't, so now you have, like, an amber peg leg.
Oh, Petra hates this.
Yeah, Star's gonna make a band-aid in their hands as are you hurt?
No, not hurt, but this is
Will
gonna get
that-
annoying. And she like knocks the side of the amber on her leg.
It makes a tonk sound.
Will that thing happen to us as well if we try taking a bath?
Just don't go underneath any of those. And then she gestures to the one stalactite in the room.
It drips another large drip and splashes on the ground. There's about
Can we get
there's
around
about
that?
5 seconds before the next one comes in and drips. So like this room has a steady count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drip, and you wouldn't notice it unless, you know, you had enough light and a friend who previously
Well-
fucked up.
How big is like the splash? Like how big an area like does the stalactite drip like cover?
The drip covers about like a foot once it hits the ground and splashes, so like these are pretty big drops actually. The stalagmite is pretty high up in the ceiling, but it's just like if you stood under it and it hit you, it would probably like encase a body part.
Okay, and would you say that the drip area is like 30 feet?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, Nor has Misty Step.
he's just gonna teleport it. You can walk around it.
He okay, listen, he could walk around it, but also you do remember his text, right?
Alright, so you use Misty Step, and you sort of flash between here and the next plane, and you walk between worlds, and then suddenly you're next to Petra on the other side.
Hey,
That was a hammer space roll. Star's pulled out his umbrella, and he's still gonna try and time. They're still gonna try and time to go underneath when it's not dripping, but put the umbrella up just in case.
That's a very good idea, and you're using your brain, and I approve. So, I'm gonna say, roll. You gotta roll dexterity, but with advantage.
Cool. All
Because you
right.
got an umbrella.
Umbrella.
Under my
Little
umbrella.
Ella. Oh,
Thanks.
11 and only 11.
I'm
Well,
gonna say
the
that
advantage sure
works.
was useful.
I'm gonna say that works. So like you walk under it and you're like 1, 2, screw it, and you have the umbrella and you hold it up above you and like you do the thing like it's like tut tut looks like rain, and you sprint through, and just like a little bit of the drip catches the edge of your heel as you're coming out, and you have like a little like heel encased in amber, but the rest of your body is fine.
He's got tap shoes.
snapshoes.
Now when you walk, it sounds like tick, 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 tick.
Oh, that's very good.
So, very good job. You guys did amazing. You have all solved my my stalactite puzzle.
Hey, good job, team.
Woo!
Y'all did
And you-
wonderful.
And you didn't die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yet.
I think like
Oh,
Petra's
God.
looking at Nora and Star like, where's everybody else? Weren't they following? And like she looks back at the staircase.
Well, they were following, but March punched through a wall.
Oh.
Thank you for
Yeah,
the
Star's gonna make another, like, a staircase in his head. It's like, yep, another staircase.
Okay, I think like Petra like blinks and like starts nodding her head like, yeah, okay, I understand now. All right. Well, in that case, if we have two groups going through different parts of the cave, then that would cover more ground in more time. And like she's just like itching the back of her head and like looking around the room. Cause like she wants to see if there's any sign of Noctis having gone through here.
All right, roll an investigation check.
Oh boy. Oh, 18!
Yeah, that's real
Nice.
good. You look around and you see, for the most part, you don't see any Noctis or anything about the right size to be a child or a teen in here. So you assume he got through this room okay. There are footprints now that you have noticed on the ground. Like, they're muddy because like he walked in from the dirt path and stuff. Just basically, you can see like signs of disturbance. And because you got a really good investigation check, you can also see like some weird, like, on the edges of this chamber there are like old scraps of like gemstone. Like it's been mined, but it was left there. It's like it's yellow and sparkly, and it looks kind of small, but like maybe someone can use it if you give it to them. Either way, it's pretty. So you now have a few bits of topaz.
Oh. Petra has the biggest grin. As like she has now these cool rocks.
But now, basically the path that like you were following with your eyes, you're like, oh, he went down this way. Noctis or whoever came in here last obviously went down the staircase at the other end of this room to go deeper.
I think Petra's just gonna relay that information to the others.
Yeah.
And it looks very proud of herself.
All right, and like other than that, there doesn't look to be anything in this room.
Oh, I was gonna ask, did there end up any of that crystal stuff on Star's umbrella?
No, actually, it just slid right off.
Yeah, cool.
Neat. Alright, well, I guess they're gonna keep going.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys help Petra get up.
Right, we might want to deal with that first.
Oh, yeah.
And
Forgot.
you head down the stairs. By the way, can Nor please roll me a dexterity roll?
Come on!
I want to see how bad
Been
you made it
waiting.
on these stairs.
You called me out by making
Oh my
me
God.
strain. Now you have to call yourself out.
That's actually pretty good. You get down the stairs
It is.
in one piece.
For everyone watching, I rolled an 18, so with his modifier, that's a 14.
We are never going to stop dunking on you for this.
Yeah, sorry,
We are
man.
not.
You have made your
You
bed,
brought
now
this
you're
upon
lying in
yourself.
it.
No.
You guys, you head down the stairs, and you come out into a level which is lit up by the torch and that Star has, and you look around, and it's just one large like type of arena kind of room where like it's large, it's flat. And there's a couple of like chairs and stuff, almost like a meeting room or a waiting room. But like in the middle, there's a huge table which probably had people fist fighting at some point. Because there's scuff marks all over the floor and the walls.
Not what I was expecting.
Basically, it looks like there's been a fight here.
Okay. In that case, can we perhaps roll a perception or investigation to see if we notice anything, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah! I'm gonna roll perception.
Yeah, whichever
Yeah,
one
me
you like.
too.
Oh, that's 11.
Alright, you
Wait.
see it's a normal ass room.
Oh my god, really?
It is still a normal ass room. It continues to be a normal ass room. And you guys just kind of walk through it, and you get to the other end, and nothing interesting happens. As you walk down the stairs, the camera backs up a little bit, and like it kind of like slides downwards, and you see under the table that people have fought over, there's a stash of what looks like dank weed with sunglasses.
Oh my gosh.
My God.
And it says demon strength on it.
I can't believe
And then we cut back to the other room, and just like the only thoughts in your guys' heads were like, wow, that was a pretty nice empty room.
There sure is no child in this one. Let's keep going.
Alright, so we're gonna switch back to group one.
Speaking of child.
Yeah, to the child, March, and Graham. You guys walked for a really long time because it was a really long staircase. It was like 2 levels going down worth of staircase.
Oh, dang.
Huh.
Yeah, and eventually this like opened up to another like room. There's another door at the bottom of this staircase.
I roll perception or investigation?
I don't think you have to roll either. It's just a door.
Oh, it's that. Okay, door.
Yeah.
We investigate.
Do you want to punch it again?
No. If
It worked well the first time.
it did, but like that was for a wall he didn't see a doorknob on. But this seems to be a door with a doorknob, so he's gonna use the doorknob.
But the child will put up a hand first before Brush could do it, and shake their head, look very disappointed at him.
I
Oh.
think the child wants you to punch the door.
Oh.
They shake their head again. You stand in front of the door, they put their hands on their hips, and then they knock.
Oh.
Oh. March raises a hand and knocks as well.
Behind the door, you hear, "Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Child looks very excited.
Hello?
Can we come
Don't
in?
fucking tell me there is
Who is
actually
it?
someone behind that door.
March.
That doesn't sound like one of our crew. Are you new?
Yes.
Good enough for me." And they open the door, but like midway through opening the door, like as soon as they see you two and the two of you see whoever opens the door, they freeze into place and they can't move.
Hello.
It's a human skeleton. It says nothing.
Oh my
The child
fucking
waves at
God.
them.
It's a human skeleton. It does nothing.
March waves a hand.
Hello?
It's a human skeleton. It does nothing.
So March is gonna just like gently push at the doors so it can open the rest of the way.
The human skeleton scooches back like a couple inches.
Does it
You know,
now?
as
Does
a
it
human
now? Wait.
skeleton does.
No, like
Now, hold on.
you're pushing it backwards. You
Okay.
see its boots like pushing up gravel on the floor.
Since okay, he sees the boots. Are there footprints behind said boots?
No, there are no footprints behind the boots. Aside from like what you would assume would like there's more of those weird bird-like footprints and a bunch of like boot prints, but they're way bigger than the Noctis footprints.
Cool. Should I roll investigation or perception?
You can
here?
roll whatever you like.
I'm gonna do perception because I like that modifier more. AKA my investigation modifier is not nice to me. Okay, it's a 16.
All right,
Okay, so Child just rolled a dex rolls to see if they can climb on top of the skeleton and put their fingers in its eye sockets.
you can, and you do. Keep in mind that the average skeleton only weighs about 20 pounds.
Well, the child is also not very heavy.
Fair enough. Either way, March, with your perception, you blink, and, like, when you open your eyes again, the skeleton has moved a little bit to accommodate the child's weight, and you get the idea that the child looked over the skeleton's shoulder and wasn't looking directly at it, or blinked at the same time you did, and then you think about it and you're like, obviously, something to do with blinking or not seeing whoever this is has to do with, like, how much it moves.
Oh. March is going to reach over and pick up the child.
The child will squirm.
He's just gonna... Sorry, I just want to test something real quick. And he's going to turn his back to the skeleton.
The skeleton
Well-
lets out a sound that's...
Ah.
Oh my god! That's the worst feeling in the world!
I'm sorry.
I hate looking
I am
people
going to
directly in the
say-
eye, and this is why!
I am
You're
going
not
to
a
say that
skeleton! This is bullshit!
Oh,
Graham
I'm
was
sorry.
looking elsewhere, and then suddenly heard another voice screaming.
I can't believe that!
Wait, no.
What the
Look
fuck
away.
is-
Look at the wall. Look at the wall.
Okay.
Look at the wall.
Okay. They look at the wall.
I can't believe that! Oh god, did I already say that? Oh man, I'm leaving! And the skeleton just... You hear the sound of, like, boots as whoever this is, runs down the hallway, and you hear shouting, like, God, there are random people in here again!
Wait,
do you
we're
mean
looking for
again?
someone. Okay. March is gonna put the child down now.
The door is still open. The person just ran.
Oh, did he? Oh, so the skeleton just went the way they'd come from?
No, the skeleton just, like, you guys, like, the skeleton had opened the door, you guys were there on the other side of the door, and then, you guys pushed the door open a little more, and then the skeleton was like, God damn it, and then ran back the way the skeleton came.
Gotcha.
So, if you follow where the skeleton went, you'll be going further into the mountain.
I mean, March is gonna exchange looks with the other two, but then probably follow.
Yeah, Graham just shrugs and continues forward. Like,
The child
well, they
has
said they
a
saw
big
someone.
smile. They are loving this. This guy's cool.
Hello?
Love.
You guys wander down the hallway. It's actually very nicely lit. There are also, like, little, like, there's a water cooler. The water cooler there's no water in it. There's a dead plant. There's another, like, poster that says, have you washed your hands today? You better. And
Hello?
just, you walk down, and then you come into what looks like, there's a little gate, like a baby gate almost, made out of metal, and you push it open, and it makes a creaky sound. And that's
Cool.
when you see it opens onto what looks like an enormous sort of mine shaft room.
Oh, fun.
March is going to look over the edge of the mine shaft, but he's also going to just because he has a feeling, he's going to reach over and just pinch the back of the child's clothing to keep the child from running off.
Probably smart. The child is definitely leaning over and makes another bike horn noise to listen to it echo.
The echo comes back to you, and you hear a couple skeletons, like you hear their like voices. You assume they're skeletons, and they're just like, "Oh man, wait, do you think they're here to negotiate with the Union? That would be cool. But like, why didn't they send a skeleton? Like, this is such a pain." And it's just like, just because you can't write, Todd.
March is gonna look over at Grem.
Child kicks a rock over the edge.
Graham looks extremely confused, looks back at March.
You hear clink, 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 and then ow!
March looks back at the child. March looks back at the child.
You smile at him.
Basically, like, this whole room is, like, slightly deeper in a pit. This place has been dug out. There's a large, like, gemstone in the middle of the room that's directly under another large stalactite, and it's being currently dripped on. There's also what looks like a little bit of, like, a funnel shape to the large crystal. Like, the drips, the water has been collecting in the middle of it, and it's been funneled into it. And you can see there's chairs, there's a little place, like, where pickaxes are, like, stored, there's a little box, and every time, like, you manage to see a skeleton, they are not moving. You blink, they've moved a little more. You blink, they moved a little more.
Oh, great, so we can't look at any of them?
March is already closing his eyes and then putting his hand over the child's eyes.
You hear Graham sigh before they put one hand on their uncovered eye.
Hello?
And then you hear, hey, hi, are you guys from the Union? Because, like, the last guy who came in here from the Union didn't do so well. I mean, he's still here, but, like, not exactly answering anybody's calls. Hi! We're the skeleton
Hello.
crew!
Oh,
my
boo!
I will slowly walk away as I am French and do not understand the pun.
It's so fucking dumb. Okay.
I am
March,
immune to your puns, Hole. I'm French.
I am not. Oh god. It's gonna make this so much more damn fucking skeleton crew. God damn it. Anyways, March is going to very calmly go, "No, we're not with the Union. We're looking for someone."
You're looking for someone? Were you looking for someone with the Union? Because that's... Come on, Abby, come on. You gotta let that go. And then, it's like, another voice takes the place and says, "Hi, I'm Carol."
Hello,
Ah,
I'm March.
Hi, Carol.
I'm kind of the organizer of our local union here, and we've been on strike for a while. So, can I ask if you're a scab?
I don't know what that is.
Are you attempting to cross the picket line?
I don't know what that
What?
is.
Are you going to try to get us to do our jobs, even though our demands and rights as workers have not been met?
I
No,
don't really care about your job.
we're
Oh,
looking
then
for someone.
you're welcome to come on in. I mean, if you can do things without looking, or if you can remember to blink all at the same time.
We can look at the ground.
Oh, that'll work. That'll work. Just make sure that you don't catch anybody's feet, or they will freeze.
Why?
Oh, well,
Oh, it's a curse.
Oh.
oh, great.
Have you seen a human here? Or
I mean, we were all
Human.
human. That's a little insensitive, but
a
yes.
living?
Yeah,
living.
we did. That was the last guy from the Union. Agreed to help us out if we let him use some of our mining equipment.
Was he green?
I mean, he wore a lot of green. Some orange, too.
Graham, did the lady say if the guy was green?
I don't know, but I guess that's the best place to start.
Where is the union guy?
Currently he's stuck in the saliva up there next to the big crystal.
I don't want to look without accidentally looking at you. Could
No,
you
it's
turn
Child
me
alright,
in
is
that
we're
direction?
absolutely looking.
We're giving you permission now.
March puts his hand over the child's eyes.
We're giving you permission now. It's fine. Just look, and then when you're done, close your eyes and let us know.
Okay. And March will open his eyes then to look at the
Mm-hmm.
whoever the
You
thing
can
is.
also do a little. You can also do a little perception check on Grim. If,
Yeah, I'll do perception on Grem.
yeah.
Okay. There's a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
They're looking at the skeletons and they seem very, very interested.
Cursed item merchant.
What kind okay. Hold on. This is a dirty 20. What kind of interested would this be?
Honestly, you got a 20, so, you have the feeling that it's because of one of the things the skeleton said that Graham is looking that interested in them. Because fun
Probably.
fact for the audience, Graham is a cursed item merchant, and they are extremely, extremely interested in curses.
March does not know this. He's going
Yeah,
to...
Mars doesn't know this.
He doesn't know
Giant
this, so he
doesn't
can't
either.
comment on it. So he's just going to look at the big stalag thing. The
Grub is
thing.
interested in unions.
The thing of it. Yeah. March is gonna look at the big gem saliva thing that they refer to as saliva, whatever the fuck that is.
Saliva.
The child, because they
SLIVA.
rolled it.
No, yeah.
The child rolled a 6 on their perception check, so they were trying to look at the big gem chunk. Then they got distracted looking at all the skeletons frozen in place, and
Yeah.
just probably pulled out something from their inventory and tried to make a xylophone noise on the ribs.
Basically, like, you look around and you try to make a xylophone noise, but most of these skeletons are wearing shirts.
It pout.
Mhm.
Like, the one that you think was talking to you because they're looking up at you and have their hand next to their mouth. The one that you think is, that introduced, herself as Carol, is wearing, a very nice sort of, this skeleton is oddly big boned, and it's weird because skeletons shouldn't have any fat or muscle on them, but this skeleton is wearing clothes that are filled out with space. Basically this Carol is a bit of a big boned lady.
I like Carol.
Mhm.
So about the saliva that they were referring to, March is still looking at the source of that.
SLIVA, saliva.
Yes, thank you.
Saliva.
I know how to spell owl.
No, saliva is what you have in your mouth when you drool. Saliva is the stuff that's in this cave.
Okay, well, the stuff that's in this cave, March is gonna look at it as to where he assumes Carol was referring to the stuff of interest.
Yeah, you also see Todd, who is a skinny beanpole of a skeleton, and his shirt says, "Hi, I'm Todd, 19, and I never learned how to read." However, he just assumes it's a shirt. Because he can't read.
Huh. That's ironic.
Just, and you look around at the skeletons. Every so often you'll turn your head and, people will, move or whatever. You'll hear them move. And, basically, none of these mean you any harm. They don't want to hurt you. And you look over at the big pedestal in the middle of the room, with the big gem on it. And you notice that it's kind of oh man, it's sort of like, you know how a water cooler looks, where it has an upside down big bottle of liquid contained within a hard shell?
What?
A water cooler is, there's a big water bottle, you flip it upside down, you put it onto the water cooler, Imagine that there was something in the middle of the water inside the water cooler.
Ah.
But at this point, next to that, you see that there is someone completely covered in what looks like odd, rocky amber crystal. It kind of sparkles and it's iridescent like a soap bubble. And in the middle of this big chunk of gemstone, which has been like partially cracked through and then resealed, there is a brilliant mushroom that looks like it's made out of diamond, and it refracts all of the colors of the light that come into it.
March is once again reaching over and pinching the clothes of the child to keep the child from going over to touch.
And currently
wants to
encased
touch.
in the amber next to this big gem is what looks like a young man, probably about 16, 15, something like that. And he has the pickaxe in his hand, and he has a look on his face that's like, oh shit, like he's just been sprayed in the face with water. And there's also a little like gremlin thing, and this is when you realize that the little gremlin thing is only partially stuck to the guy in the rock, and it's moving a little.
Oh.
That's... Huh. March is gonna cover the kid's eyes, then close his own.
Graham does the same when they see
Why?
March do it.
What? Oh god, you're not skeletons. You're not skeletons. Hi.
Oh, we already... Is that Carol?
What? No,
Did we
I'm
already
not
talk?
Carol, man. I am completely off my high, and I have been for 2 days, and I'm feeling it, and I'm a little panicked, and I can't move, and I'm really hungry, and God, I want weed.
Wait, who's talking right now?
The little demon thing that's partially caught on Noctis's shoulder in the glass, like in the amber.
Oh.
Okay, well, how do we get you on?
You have to. It's dangerous. You have to chip at it, but you can't chip at it too hard, or it'll like explode again, and then you'll be caught like this guy. I want weed. I'm so
You
stressed
get your weed
out.
afterwards. Stay with us for a second.
No, I'm so stressed out. I can't focus.
You're-
And like
You're
he
not
just,
gonna get your weed if you continue to whine.
And
March is gonna open
the
his
little,
eyes.
like demon dude just starts like crying.
March is opening his eyes.
I
Oh my
can't.
fucking God.
And then,
Is the demon still talking after March has opened his eyes?
yeah, like it's just it's curled up into like as much of a ball as it can get through, and like just kind of like standing there like.
Cool. March is gonna go walk over to the Carol skeleton, close his eyes again. He still has the child with him and still keeping his hand over their eyes. Hi-
Is not super fond of all this goo that's getting all over them.
March, I'm sorry. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
So, that seems to be a problem.
Yeah, we can't exactly get him out because we're on strike, and to cross our own picket line even in an emergency would, totally undermine our entire like cause, We deserve
what
to
do you
work
need?
fair hours and be paired fairly.
Okay.
It's literally to save a dude's life.
Yes, but like this is saving our our lives.
Literally, no argument you could make will make this better.
So what do you need to not be on strike?
We have a list of demands, and we would like to have them at least seen, and then like maybe 1 or 2 of them met. It would be nice.
Graham, could you take the paper? I'm holding the kid.
I'm taking the paper. I'm taking the paper.
The
And
piece
they
of
all
I have
paper
look
questions
hits you
I
in the
want to
face.
ask, but the kid doesn't talk, so I can't ask that.
The piece of paper hits Graham in the face.
Bitch!
That's what you get for calling their strike like a bad idea.
They never said that. They were just saying that there's literally a dude encased in weird stone over there, and they refuse to help.
Yes, because it would cross their picket line.
Can't fucking
Graham, what does the
believe
paper
it.
say?
Graham looks at the paper.
I hold up the definition for lawful neutral.
What's on the paper?
The paper is a list of demands that basically, like, it's saying that they should only have to work, instead of working 24 hours, they should only have to work 16 hours. It
Oh
says
my
they should have
gosh.
a break to drink some milk. They should also have a paid break to drink more milk, so that nobody breaks any of their bones. And that their tools be replaced regularly instead of only when they're about to break, thereby breaking more of their bones.
I don't know how many of those we can do.
Also,
only have 3
like the
gold.
last one on the list is new tools cannot be made out of old employees.
Oh god.
That
think
one is
that makes sense.
underlined.
God.
Are there any of those that we can do?
Yeah, all we need you to do is take these to our boss, Old Choky.
Oh, okay. Where are they?
One floor up, just up the stairs over there, and they point not at the stairs that you came down through, but up at the stairs like that are on the other side of the room.
Great. Okay.
Okay,
Guess we're talking to your boss.
we'll be right back.
Graham is already tired. Like, literally, the guy is right there.
Alright, we're switching back to B group now. And B group, you've gotten into the level 4. And
Gosh.
you walk in and you notice there's a skeleton sitting on the ground against a large stalagmite. There are no stalactites here. There's a nice desk. There's like a fancy chair. There's a large like treasure chest on like the side of the room close to where you are, and there's a few more footprints that are a lot more obvious in this room because the room has like carpet and there are only so many footprints on this carpet.
Petra is just staring directly at like carpet. Why is there carpet in the mines? This is weird.
I don't know.
And as you're walking further into this room, the door behind the skeleton opens,
Okay.
and in walks March.
Oh, hello.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi. Petra
So
waves,
is gonna
her
wave.
leg encased in amber.
Oh, great, you guys are here.
Yeah, we're
Is this-
Star
fine.
is pleased by this development.
We're looking for Old Choky.
You're looking for Old Choky?
Excuse me?
Petra's looking
Was that-
directly at the voice.
Well, I know who Old Choky is. He's my fiance.
Where's the
Oh
voice
my
going
god,
from?
this day couldn't get any weirder.
Can you please roll a perception check?
Okay.
Oh god, oh fuck, oh no. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Dirty 20.
Your head fucking swivels, and you look
Oh,
immediately over at the treasure chest to your left.
What? You knew one of us got a nat 1. I don't know who.
I don't know either.
The child still has their eyes closed.
There.
And Petra, you like look around and then you turn and you see as like oh, I've forgotten the name, but like as the first one who got the nat 20 looks over there like and goes and sees is just like basically you see that the chest is opening and closing and it has eyes.
Oh god.
Oh my god, the mimic is engaged.
Hi, I'm Boxy.
Hi.
Oh,
Spelled
have
Bockie. Some people get confused.
We have a list of demands from the skeleton crew.
Oh, what? What?
Well, that's not my department.
Graham is going to explain the situation to Petra, Star, and Nor while March is doing that.
Thank you.
They asked us to come talk to their boss so that their strike demands could be met.
So, Boxy's just sort of sitting there in the room and is just like, hi! I live here!
Okay, cool.
Can we talk to your fiance?
You sure can, but he might not talk a ton back unless you let him.
March looks over at the skeleton and then points questioningly.
The skeleton is a human skeleton. It doesn't move.
No, he's pointing at the skeleton but looking back at Boxy, like, questioningly.
Boxy says, yep, that's old Choky.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Ain't he beautiful?
Yeah.
We all gotta close our eyes for him to
I
move.
just
we gotta
want to
close our
kiss
eyes, or
him,
else he can
but I don't have legs.
Do you need
You-
help?
You want
The
us
child
to
has
move
gone
it
over to
closer?
Boxy. Like the child has like used thaumaturgy to like make a magical confetti to send over Boxy. Like, congratulations.
Why, thank you. This is delicious. And Boxy starts trying to eat the confetti.
Child stares and then picks up a piece of confetti to taste it. Spit it back out.
It tastes like paper, specifically
Yeah.
like tissue paper.
March is just gonna go over to the
Good for
skeleton.
ya.
March just go over to the skeleton. Graham still has the paper, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Graham probably was about to end the paper over to March before remembering the whole ink thing.
Yeah, March doesn't take the paper. So he just...
Graham
he's
is
just-
just gonna follow.
Yeah, March's gonna go over to the skeleton and cover his eyes.
Yeah, same here.
Hello?
The skeleton is a human
Okay.
skeleton. It doesn't move.
Oh, right.
No,
Petra's like
Graham
walking
did
over
say-
next to.
Graham
next to
did
Boxy.
explain to the others the whole thing with the you gotta cover your eyes, the skeleton,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
yeah.
can move.
Yeah, but
Alright.
like first Petra's like looking down at Box. He's like, "Do you want me to like move you closer to?" And then she points to the skeleton.
You can, if you want.
All right, and Petra's just gonna try and nudge Boxy closer.
Roll strength.
All right. 22.
Yeah, that does it. You nudge, and then Boxy almost falls over, and you realize, oh, he's not that heavy. So you scoop Boxy up from underneath. You lift him in your big buff arms, and you walk over and you set him next to the skeleton.
Yep.
Love wins.
Boxy immediately leans over and kisses his skeleton husband, or to be,
Good.
his skeleton fiance
Good.
on the cheek.
Aw.
Good.
The skeleton
Wait,
blushes.
March's eyes-
Satisfied is now covering her eyes.
Yeah. Stars covered his eyes.
Yeah, you have to all specify. You're covering your eyes, right? Nor.
Yeah, eyes are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's covering his eyes. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine.
All right.
Child?
And Choki says,
Child is pointedly not looking in the direction. They're like drawing pictures in the dirt on the floor because just
Aw.
standing still and closing their eyes is boring.
old
That is
Choki, you hear stretching and like pop, 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 and then you hear, oh, not in front of the company.
Hi.
I can't help it. You're just too delicious, my little sugar skull.
Oh
Hello.
my god.
I don't know if that's sweet or disturbing.
Norse making a little like noise, like.
Wimp.
Anyway, these nice people have a list of demands from your workers. Again?
Hi.
Oh
Maybe you
God!
should take care of them
Again!
and they will stop.
I can't. I physically can. They're gonna shut us down, and if we stop working, we will die. That's part of this curse, man.
Who's going to shut you down?
The Witches' Coven.
The what?
The
Who?
Witches' Coven.
From where?
From like literally from Dreamer's Crest, I
Dreamer's Crest is almost
What?
empty.
How long
exactly.
ago was this?
All the witches are already dead, right? So you'd think their curse would die too. But no, the curse will not die. And you want to know the exact wording of the curse? It's like, oh, you can only nobody will ever nobody will ever see the hard work that you do. And something else, it's been a real long time, man. The point is we have to work or we will die for good. And we can't move while people are looking at us.
Have you explained that to the others?
I've tried. Man, we can't see eye to eye because they keep demanding changes, but if we get even if we don't produce enough to ship out of here every day, the magic is very, very strict on what the quota is. If we do not meet this quota, it will run out and we will die.
Oh,
And for how long
hold
have
on.
they
What
been
exactly
on?
is the? What do you produce?
Or
Or
Oh,
Wars?
oh god, I want to ask questions and I can't.
we're miners. We mine things.
okay.
I pat you gently.
For every piece of ore
The-
that we
the
get,
child's,
What's the
claps
quota?
their hand over their eyes and stomps their foot and points at the little picture they drew on the ground. It's a little calendar. They're trying to ask how long this has been going.
calendar. I think
Oh.
it's the 7th. It's the 7th of Shmebuary.
What?
Thank you,
Oh my
sir,
gosh.
for your helpfulness.
How long has the strike been going on?
The strike's been going on for months. And by months, I mean
nothing
we don't
happened
have
to you?
clocks in here. The only way that we have to track the time is by how much ore we produce. And then, listen, if
Yeah.
we produce ore,
So-
it gives us time to be alive and to live. If we underproduce, whoever has produced the least amount of ore stops moving permanently.
How much ore are you supposed to make?
For each person, there's a certain amount of ore. Like if you sold it at the common market, something like that. Each person has to make 10 gold worth of ore a week, and that doesn't work out so good unless you're constantly working, especially when the safe levels of the mine are only levels 1 through 5. We've basically tapped everything. We even tried to sell the topaz, and that's like a garbage gem. That's for magic. That's not for people who care about making money.
Petra looks very sad in her corner, but says nothing.
Oh, no, Petra.
Hey, Owl, out of character. The Tia Dozy stated that Noctis was the merchant, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have an idea.
Look, either we need more hands or we need some way to supplement our income. Either way, I can't give in to these demands until I'm sure we have another way out, because otherwise we will all slowly waste away and die because of this curse. And we're already dead, and you hear the sound of a skeleton hitting himself in the chest with his hands.
Well, the person you have trapped in the crystals downstairs is a merchant. He could help you sell, if you got him out.
Merchants are all the same. They say they're gonna sell your stuff for you, but they just take it from you, and then they leave, and then your buddy Jim dies.
I could threaten him to make sure he doesn't do that.
And there's an audible pause. You do that?
Yes.
You do that for me?
Yes.
And
you
hear
look very happy with Boxy. I
Yeah.
would hate for that to
you
end.
hear like very gentle crying, and Boxy's like, "Oh, it's all right. Let it out. It's okay. We've been alone down here for such a long time. Go ahead. You need more friends. It's all right. I love you."
So maybe we can tell the workers that if they help get the merchant out, the merchant could sell your ore for more profit, and you can keep living.
And you just hear more quiet crying, like, "Oh God, I've had to deal with this myself for so long." And Boxy's like, "Yeah, I know. It's all okay. It's all alright."
March leans towards Graham and just quietly whispers, "Am I doing this right?"
I think you are. I think this is working. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I've never done this
you guys can uncover your eyes now, because old Choky's a little embarrassed. I'm here to answer any questions you may have had. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let him sit here and just you can open your eyes now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Eyes open.
Eyes open.
Okay.
You open your eyes and you just see the picture of a skeleton crying into Boxy.
Aw.
And holding
You are
him.
both very cute.
And Boxy says, "Well, I know I'm cute. I won the Little Miss Mimic Award 2 years ago."
Owl, I love
Great
these.
for you.
Owl, I love these two so much.
I have the sash if you want to dig around.
That's okay. Should
We'll
we?
be good.
That's fine.
Should we let the workers know?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the
Go for
earlier
it.
we get Noctis out, the better it is.
I think March is probably gonna go tell the workers what the plan is, and probably leave the others to ask Boxy questions.
The child has drawn a picture of a big square and a little skull smooching.
Good.
The
Good.
square kisses the
Star's
skull.
gonna-
It's very good.
I think Star's gonna go with March because
It's worse
they're
because
not
there
very
aren't any
useful
lips,
for
but you still
asking
hear the
questions.
wet sound. It's like when a
Oh,
Muppet
man.
kisses you, they just make the sound as they lean in.
Oh, that's very good.
So wait, Star's following March.
Yeah, because not very helpful with these sort of questions.
March gives Star a little wave.
All right.
Star waves back.
Very cute.
Yeah,
Uh,
down the stairs. March is gonna go down the stairs to go talk to the skeleton crew.
Yeah, so you go downstairs, and because I don't want to spend like 20 minutes repeating everything, you fill them in. The skeletons like nod, and they're like, "All right, that does make sense." And then eventually, like Carol's like, "That does sound like a good deal," and then like Todd shakes his head and then says, "But and you can't see this because your eyes are closed, but like I want to give everyone else some flavor. Todd says, still, like we've got to promise that they'll threaten the little merchant, but like if this doesn't go well anyway, like we're still all dead. So like I'm just not sure, man. Like maybe we should get some collateral up front, just in case, you know. That way it'll still be worth our time even if it doesn't work out.
I don't know what that is.
Collateral.
Star's gonna make. So, like, hold up both hands, and both of them gonna have little skulls with X's in them.
Yeah, and he says, yeah, we could die, so we want collateral to postpone that, so that, like, even if it doesn't work out, we'll still be fine, and we can go back on strike or whatever.
What about the demon thing?
He's kind of annoying.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like him. And Carol then says, Todd, don't be an asshole.
March goes through his pockets and pulls out the 3 gold that he has. This is all I have.
And Todd, you immediately, like you feel like the whisk of little skeleton fingers over your hand. Thank you. No refunds. Bye. And Todd leaves. And then Carol says, and that's why we haven't taught Todd how to read.
Oh, I see.
We do not
Have
like
you
Todd.
taught him how to count?
Nobody likes Todd. Fuck Todd.
No offense to anyone actually named Todd. It's just that this particular Todd sucks.
So you'll help get him out.
Yeah, Carol, who you get the idea is the big fish here. Like Carol says, I can certainly say that I'll help. And then a couple more of the skeletons come up and skeleton nods and then it's like, yeah, so we got Hunter, we got actually it looks like just about everyone except for Todd. And Todd's in the corner of the room, biting on the coins to make sure that they're real.
You doubt March's integrity, Todd?
I mean, to be fair, we can't see him doing this.
This is
can't.
true.
You just hear ka-tink, ka-tink. And then it's like, yeah, we can help you. This is just gonna take a lot of hands, and we're all gonna have to be very careful because if we strike wrong, wow, saliva will come out all over this place. And I don't know if you know about this about skeletons, but they're made out of organic matter.
What if you wore armor?
It still wouldn't do anything. If saliva hardens on impact with organic matter, or within an inch or less of organic matter.
Oh.
That's why we made sure to get rid of all the stalagmites when we first set stalactites when we first set this place up, except for the one for the stupid dumb vacuum salespeople. And
March raises a hand.
yes.
I'm made out of ink.
What kind
Does
of
that-
ink?
Sometimes
Sometimes ink comes from coal. Sometimes it has oil in it. Sometimes ink is just straight up rock and water.
I don't know.
Then,
I can
unless you
try.
want to test a sample, I'd say just, don't touch it. Maybe?
Do you have something I can test? That's
like-
not the big one.
And it says, yeah, the the salesperson stalagmite up the couple floors.
Actually, I have another idea. March is actually gonna I'm gonna roll D10. Cool. March is basically gonna just reach into his arm and pull out a black blob of ink. And he's just gonna look at where the drip is coming from, and he's just gonna throw it at it. See what happens.
All right, I need you to roll a
Fuck
d20.
around and find out.
Yeah.
D20.
Roll
I'm sorry, what am I rolling?
d20.
Just straight D20? Okay.
Roll me a fucking d20.
7. Nah.
All right, so you throw this little blob of ink, and it lands in the saliva, and it just kind of sinks into the saliva, and then slowly expands to twice the size it previously was, but dark and inky, and it looks like there's a screaming face trapped on the inside.
Ugh.
Love.
March covers his eyes again. Okay. I shouldn't touch it.
Star's
it-
gonna make a sign for like shield in their hands. Like what about like shields to?
Thing about shields
Protect
is they
you.
just redirect the spray. If you're not careful, it can hit people on the other side. Yeah, I think if we were gonna do this, we'd have to drain out all the saliva first, and that involves pipe work and a lot of different
Can I
things.
set it on fire?
You can try to set the saliva on fire, but it is
Is Nor
liquid.
there? Wait, did Nor follow them?
You're literally only like a doorway away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Nor's
didn't know
just
the
looking at
distance.
that in like arson.
Why don't you try? You hear from Carol. Why don't you try to set the liquid on fire?
Once
I-
again,
I-
fuck around and find out.
I guess he's gonna try and set the liquid on fire.
March is quickly gonna just.
This is a small enclosed space.
Yeah, March is moving away from the big structure that just his own ink made a very big thing out of. So he's just gonna maybe nudge Star along with him. We should.
Star's
probably not.
gonna open the umbrella up in front of them.
All right.
Nor's just like, okay, here we go. I think it's
March is
just
picking
gonna
up Star and moving away.
All right. Can you roll me a d20?
Okay, sure. That's a 5.
Oh no.
Oh,
You toss
great.
some fire in there, and it reacts the exact same way the ink did, except for like it's shiny and it like freezes in the shape of the fire.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
Nor actually
Wow.
looks kind of miffed. He's like pouting and crossing his arms, stomping his foot a little. And he's cocking his head from left to right.
I think my favorite thing about this is that there is one thing in common with all the things that you've tried to test on the saliva, and you still haven't figured it out yet.
Can we roll an intelligence?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll intelligence because my brain I can't.
Oh, that's a
You're
dirty
gonna-
20 intelligence.
You gotta understand, Holt. Sometimes we are smart, but not always.
March, you don't know what's going on, and neither do you, Star. You have no clue because it's so fucking weird. You don't know what's going on, and the child is just like, you're like, I don't know if this is important. I'm just gonna sit here and draw more kissing boxes and
What's Gram's
skulls.
intelligence?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, sorry, Nor didn't roll a 30-20. His intelligence is a +3. He
Yeah,
rolled a
Petra,
21.
you're like, but I don't know what's going on. Hey, that's a pretty good drawing, kid.
Yeah.
You have a big thumbs up.
So,
Petra gives a thumbs up back.
Graham rolled a 6.
Don't.
Graham,
think
you don't know what's going on either. You're just like, so we can't. That's another thing that we can't use. But Nor,
Graham is focused on something else.
yeah, Nor, you realize that, hey, we threw some ink in there, and the ink not only like froze into place like regular people do, but like also it had a negative reaction. I threw some fire in there, and my fire isn't like regular fire. It's like magic fire, and like it froze the fire in its shape. And like oh, wait, this only works on like living beings, but it also works on the skeletons who are currently cursed and move around entirely by.
Oh, it reacts to magic.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh. I really should not touch it.
Yep.
I'm still sorry. I'm still laughing at the fact that everyone rolled below 10 except Nor.
Well, if it reacts to magic, then could we just? And then Petra makes
Stars.
like a fist and punches her hand.
I think we all have. Are all of us spellcasters? In some shape.
We got a
Well,
Graham
cleric.
is not a,
Clerics
Graham
are
is
holy
not a
magic.
spellcaster.
I'm a monk.
You are
Well,
made
yeah,
of.
but-
Barbarian.
You're made of magic
necessarily
snakes,
need to-
March.
Yeah. Yeah, I made
Graham is a merchant. Graham has no magic. Well, there may be a few fucky things considered.
I mean, he's a cursed
Secret
merchant.
stuff.
Does he not? Does he not have cursed items on him?
Only they them for Graham, but
Oh, sorry.
I guess the curse. Yeah, the curse is magic, so I guess.
Graham, you can try it. You can try a little test if you want to, but you'll have to roll a
A little
d20 and we're
topsy.
going off of that.
You know what? I want to roll a d20.
I still.
I want to
think
fuck
I
around
can-
and find out too.
I could just not cast a spell and hit it with my hammer, like Petra suggests.
All right, so you kind of Graham. They lean in, and they use like the tip of one finger to try and touch some of the saliva that's coming down over the edge of this gem, and they do manage to touch it, and they hold it in their hand, and they come around and they show it, and it's a little puddle of what looks like sort of like orangey, like shiny water. It's actually kind of pretty. It looks a little bit like maple syrup. And, then, Grem lets it, like, roll off the hand, but part of it touches the leather of Grem's jacket. And it immediately, touches and expands.
Oh.
Can
Uh,
Staff touch his torch to the liquid?
Is the torch magic?
It's a regular torch.
Alright, did you light it with magic?
No.
Alright, so, you touch the torch to it, and, aside from making the non-magical flame, like, flicker a little bit, because it is a liquid, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Graham is taking
Alright.
off their jacket and also their bag.
Yeah, basically anything
them
that you
far
have that was
away.
previously another, like, creature or, has any sort of
Well-
magic on it, you might want to take that off
Uh,
because it will, like, it
well,
will get saliva.
Graham's clothes. Graham's
Graham,
clothes
you
aren't
want me to
magic,
hold that
they're
for
just
you?
tunish. You know what? Please do. Just don't go rummaging through my bag.
Nor
Cool.
actually, I think Nor actually reaches into like his little like backpack and takes out a rope and it's just, do you want to like tie this rope around you in case something goes bad so we can like yank you out?
You know what? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
is the rope made of things
Yeah.
that make the goo not goo?
Hold on, and Nor's gonna kind of like poke the liquid with the rope.
Roll a d20.
It's
No, it's just because we gotta check. If it's over a 10, then yes. There we go. Yeah, the rope is fine. It
The
was
rope is
also
fine.
stored in a hammer space for extended periods of time, and the closer you are to magic, the more magic you get.
Oh, it wasn't in the hammer space. Nor's real kind. He literally just stored it like in his little
Oh,
bag.
then yeah, that's fine. The rope is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
basically, you tie the rope around Grem's tum.
Yeah. Graham rolls up the sleeves, takes off the gloves, because tune gloves, so they're kind of magic.
And then you climb up over
Go
the
ahead.
edge of this big statue thing, and into like the funnel, so that you can plug the hole that the pickaxe is coming in through. With like your
Yeah.
hands or whatever, keep it from flowing all over once you guys yank everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got about 3 minutes under the saliva before you have to go back up for air. Also, while you're
Cool.
inside of this like sort of big tank of saliva, you notice the pretty cool looking like diamond ass like shiny mushroom type deal.
Oh.
That's gonna be afterwards. First, we're taking the 2 peeps out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Nor actually sits down and goes, "You guys don't want me going in there and doing. You guys don't
wait,
want
before-
me going."
Before you go in there, tug it twice if you need to get yanked out, and we'll help out with that.
All right. So you climb in, and you like splish in, and it feels fine. It kind of like it tickles a little around the eyes, but like it's fine. And you use your Grem hands, and you place them up against the edge of the tank, where the pickaxe is sticking in, and you put your hands up there. You push. And then as soon as you've formed sort of like a moderately watertight seal, then basically you give the signal, and the skeleton crew begins yanking.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a large crack sound, and a large and the pickaxe that Nor had, and Nor and the demon who is still crying,
You not this?
Noctis and the demon who is still crying, they are yanked. They're lifted off of the ground because it's cracked, because a couple of the skeletons struck the bottom of the structure at just the right time, and they pulled it out, and a little bit of saliva started to try to spurt, but then it hit your hands, and so only a little trickle came out of the hole, and currently your hands are holding back this saliva. However, as soon as you move or come back up, the saliva is going to pour out the hole and like probably hit all of the skeletons and anyone who's close enough to the main statue.
Okay. Great. That's wonderful.
So, does anybody want to try and problem solve here?
Does anyone have a band-aid?
I'm looking through Nor's like adventuring equipment because he's real kind and he does not get a hammer space. He has a bedroll to good stuff in there? Question mark.
Child ain't got jack shit that's useful here.
Could they also? I mean, it solidifies when it comes into contact with organic matter. So why don't we just put something organic in the hole?
And someone's
That'll
thinking
just-
with portals. There we go.
That'll just clog it. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d10 for March to pull another ink blob out of his arm. Okay, yeah, March pulls another ink blob out of his arm, and basically, says this plan to the others.
Okay, that's actually really smart.
Yeah, that
Okay.
You take the
I
little
can,
I think.
take the little ink
yeah.
blob, and you put it against this hole, and then you sort of you nod at Grem, and Grem, you're like, all right, cool.
That's great.
You
They
remove
were
your
starting
hands.
to accept their fate.
You make up for the
Yes, sir.
surface, and the saliva comes rushing in, but it hits this thing that like March is holding up, and
Yeah, the ink blob.
immediately it solidifies, it expands, it fills the hole entirely.
Nice.
March is gonna help Grim out the
Thank
thing.
you.
You're welcome.
Great. We did this.
So did they get
Thanks about the mushroom again.
Noctis out of the thing? Is that what happened?
Yeah, they haven't. They removed Noctis from the like area, and they moved the thing he was holding out of it. So it's fine now if you want to break through the saliva that's hardened. If you want to break through it on him, you can now do that very gently without risk of like getting it on yourself and then dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without any new saliva
Yeah.
dripping down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
As soon as that's apparent, I think Petra's gonna go over to Noctis and like make sure he's okay and like try to see if she can do something.
all right. So you have some mining tools. You've also got some like small chiseling tools. You have
She sure does.
most of this time while you've been complimenting the child on their drawing, I'd imagine you were getting your leg out of that big chunk.
Yeah.
You've had a couple
she
like
does have tools, so
You've had a couple of misstabs where like you got a little too deep and you've got now like a pock mark in your leg and that hurts a little bit, but like
Ow.
I'm just. Well, she has like full plate armor, so I think there's just like a donk of her armor.
yeah. So like you've been trying that and then finally you got your leg out and you're like, "Oh, thank God, I can move my toes." I mean, I could move them before, but now I can move them better.
Ugh. She hates that feeling.
And
Hates that feeling.
Yep.
then you come over to Noctis and you're just like sort of like a sculptor. You're like, "All right, I've had plenty of practice now. Let's do it."
Yeah.
And you start like gently like tick 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 tick, and you're like, "This is taking too long." And then you pull out like a mallet and you go conk.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And
I
the
totally fucked this.
the saliva falls off in one beautiful like one piece shard. It shatters and it breaks. And then you hear a deep breath like. And also the demon going, "Oh my God, I can move!" and launching himself like when you have a cat and you accidentally scare them and they go like leaping across the room.
I think I know where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
And the demon then disappears. You hear skittering, and you hear even in the like for a couple of seconds you just hear like, "Oh God, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?" And then scrabble, 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 and then oh, here it is. And then like the sound of a match being like trying to get it lit, and then oh, thank God.
Oh my fucking God, I swear.
What a strange person.
And smoke starts coming down the stairs.
Okay. I think
Let's not
Petra's
worry
just gonna
about that.
focus on supporting Noctis now that he's out of the weird saliva stuff.
And Noctis is just like, "Oh my God, wait, this, what happened to my
Hello.
what happened to my trade empire? Where am I? What's going on?"
Hi, I'm March.
Hi. I'm Petra.
I couldn't,
This is March.
why am I a kid? Why am I a baby?
What?
I was literally just 45 years old, like taking a nap in my office chair at the top office of my trade empire.
March is gonna reach over, put
You're
his hand
having
on
a
top of
dream,
his head,
man.
and turns him to look at the crystal that he just got broken out of.
What the fuck? I haven't seen that for like oh my God!
Yeah.
Did you just
So
experience years
does-
of your life stuck in there?
Oh,
Does the rock make you dream things?
I don't. Oh God, what was I talking about?
Can you
Hey,
help me
Something
so-
about
Petra.
a trade empire?
Oh,
Are you
right,
okay?
I have to-
And like
I have
Petra
to-
is like, no, what? Petra's like grabbing Noctis by his face and like inspecting closely.
Hey, I'm fine. Let go. All right, come on. Jeez, man, that's a little like. Shouldn't you ask before you touch a person's face? Anyway,
Look, I'm just trying to make sure that you're all right. You're not hurt or anything.
I'm fine. I
no
don't know what I was
abrasions,
just
no-
doing. I was here and about to get the mushroom I needed.
The that thing, and
Oh
Petra
yeah,
points
the
to the-
mushroom.
the mushroom.
Yeah, I was about to get that with my pickaxe, and then all of a sudden liquid came out, and I think I fell asleep. I don't remember
Well, you
what came
got-
after that.
I'm pretty sure you got. It seems petrified. It seems like a similar thing.
Hi, I'm Noctis. Nice to meet you.
Petra.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Is your
Nice
last
to meet
name
you.
Fide?
For you.
It's not Fide.
Because like then you would be petrified, which is what you just said.
Look, that's a joke that I don't really appreciate at the moment.
I have no idea
What?
what's going on. Anyway, I really need to get that mushroom. So does it, like, hold on a sec. I'm just gonna...
No, you are not
March-
going near that. Nor
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
getting it.
Look,
Stars,
Um,
like, definitely.
Tia
I'm gonna
is,
go
like,
get it,
Tia is
don't
gonna
worry.
leave
Getting it.
and Tio is gonna die, so I need to get... Hey, why are
You're
your
aware
arms
we
so
are trying
buff?
to fix the problem. Because I work out.
Okay, who's getting the mushroom? Graham, can you do it?
Put me down.
Yeah,
I need to...
I'm getting.
I
the
have, like, a
mushroom.
mission, and then I have to fucking get them to agree to a bunch of shit having to do with the skeleton union. I have things to
Oh,
do.
no.
Look,
Oh no,
Oh
we
no,
did
we
that.
dealt with it.
look.
You just have
we
to-
actually
you just have
I
to
just
tell
want to
yourself.
say, through all this, the child got very bored and is just like taking a nap.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's
You're
just like...
just looking at.
Noctis is just like, God, what is even... Is that a baby? Is that a
Don't
literal
know.
baby sleeping under the desk?
Anyways, we dealt with the
child
skeleton.
opens an eye and just sort of like sticks their tongue out at Noctis.
That's a literal... You brought a baby into a dangerous cave?
Hey, they
Actually, I
followed us.
followed him here.
I
So
can't
you're
tell your
suppo-
age,
so-
but... Are you an adult?
Me?
Yes.
What's an adult?
And with that, we
General
hear Noctis like, oh my god, oh god. And with that,
Meanwhile,
we're gonna
Graham
end the
is going to
session
take
for
the
today.
mushroom. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yay!
Graham comes back up, holding up the pretty diamond glass mushroom to the air, and like it glitters, and then all of a sudden like the saliva fades from its natural like orangey maple syrup color, and is just clear.
Yeah, that was easy.
Don't jinx us.
How much? Hold on. Who's been keeping track of the time? How much time do we have left before Tia vamooses? Do we know?
We should
I
have
don't have a
about.
watch.
Does anyone
We've
have a
got about
watch?
a week. If I'm. Wait, how long was I
It's
in here?
been a week. It's been a week.
Oh, then we have to move.
Uh,
Tia is like, she's super. Oh man, she will not forgive you if you're late. I gotta go. I need to run. And he takes the mushroom out of Gren's hand and then shoves it into his backpack and
Wait,
then
hold
fucking
on.
sprints.
Too late.
You are not going by yourself, and Petra is running after.
And
Knock
there they
this
go again.
chickens!
We're gonna end every single session and Petra running off.
Jesus. Thank God.
And that is the end of today's episode. All the rest of you are just like, alright, whatever, shrug, and like, you end up like leaving the cave with plans to come back.
Yeah, March asks for help to leave a note for the skeletons.
Yeah.
Hey, also,
I'm gonna be
just...
real, Chief. Nor never wants to come back in there.
Oh, sweetheart. I just want to give a shout out to Marzi who saw Noctis and Petra running off and said call that a running gag.
Oh my god. Thank you all for playing with me today and for having a good time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Next episode, today was more of a, like, we split the party, we had a good time, and next episode is gonna be another one where we get to hang out with everybody.
Yay!
Hell
Yay!
Have a good day. Or don't. But preferably
Love y'all.
do.
Bye.
Bye-bye.